I've been around.
It shows.
You know how many times I raised my hand and I didn't hear a damn thing? I just figured there was probably a tone playing.
Did you ever hold your breath
constantly?
Do you hold your breath when you're doing it? And you're like,
what?
Like when you're doing a hearing test, try to hold your breath like for the lower, like those lower sounds, like it's like beep beep. Beep.
I feel like those tests are too long to hold your breath for it.
Well, I try to count it. So like, all right, these first three were like every like second. So I just start pressing the button.
You try to figure out the pattern.
I want to pass. You failed the test either because
I want to pass. Well, no, where I work, your hearing gets better. It's so weird how your hearing.
All right,
gets better.
For everyone who's wondering what's going on, we just jumped right into the show because we were having fun conversation.
No effort. Sticky guy contacts. We slid on in.
Dr. Anonymous colleague is commenting already. Superhuman hearing equivalent to hawk vision. You know, it's terrible when the hawks have those, contacts that stick to their eyes. It's just
yeah.
But
wait,
fun fact.
How is that?
Fun fact about hawks.
Oh,
go ahead, Scott.
Okay. I thought you were going to give us another one.
I was.
How is that equivalent though? If it's superhuman hearing, and then just plain hawk vision, like wouldn't it be super hawk vision?
No,
hawk
everybody
vision
knows
is superhuman.
Yeah, exactly. Well, right. If superhuman hearing was hawk vision, it would be the same. It would be that.
See, the way I read that is superhuman hearing equivalent to hawk vision.
Right. They're on the same level of awesomeness.
Yeah, I know, but it's like awesomeness would be like super hawk supervision.
Man, I can't believe I stopped.
That's like just a regular hawk. I know.
You were.
I lost myself years ago.
Anyway, so what I was gonna say, let's see if this is better. Did you know that whenever you hear that eagle squeak, like in America, and I used it in the red gun tea, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is not. This is what I found out researching because I was looking up eagle squawks or squeal, whatever they call it.
You don't do research.
The fuck I don't, bro. Anyway,
I've watched his videos. He totally
nothing of relevance or important. But I do research.
Hold on.
Anyway,
real quick. We have something that's a lie that's being discussed in chat. And no, it is a proven fact that women cannot see in 4K.
She may have just forgot the T on can't. Anyway,
they think you're better looking when it's 24K.
The sound that they use is of a hawk, not an eagle, because eagles are they make dumb noises. They suck. They're not they suck at making.
They're the Fisher cats of birds. You ever hear a Fisher cat?
I don't even know what that is. Is that some type of feline?
That's a real thing?
Yeah, they sound like this. They sound like a 30s gangster when they scream at you. They're like,
yeah. I mean, it sounds like a cartoon that is about a mobster. That's a cat.
Well, when you're outside, you're either surrounded by Al Capone's gang or Fisher cats. You never know.
So Fisher cats are like Top Cat, that old cartoon character.
Yeah.
Give us 30% of your tuna. Yeah.
We won't. My forest. Okay, shut up.
Yeah, we won't, and we'll stop putting dead mice under your pillows, or whatever we do.
Isn't that like a gift?
You've got a really nice house here. Be a shame if mice just kept turning up dead on your front porch.
Ooh, look at these curtains. Sure would suck if, I don't know, someone scratched it up.
Exactly.
Look at that keyboard. It'd be really a shame if some animal just dragged its ass all over it.
Wait, hold on. That was so specific and something I've never heard before. Is that something that has happened to your keyboard?
No, I don't allow cats near my house. They're the devil. Cats are evil and should all be exterminated.
And as everyone knows, cats are some of the most obedient pets you can have. So if you ban them from being around your keyboard, they're going to listen.
This is true.
This one's for you, Scott. Balls deep.
Yep.
Word up, my guy. What are you doing on here, Scott? People are shocked that you're streaming.
I know with you guys.
I'm not, because it's not his channel.
I know. I realize though, like I can stream this to my channel, so maybe it'll make sense doing that. But I won't.
You can turn it. Yeah, turn it on. We allow that.
I don't want.
You don't want to throw off your algorithm.
Does that end up on my channel?
Yeah, it'll stream right to your channel.
Yeah,
Brahma cult on it. somebody like Culture's done it from our channel. I mean, so
Of course.
now that you know so many big
Yeah,
Well, he
and
wouldn't
look at
do
how
it
much
again.
he took off after he did that too.
Yeah.
I
know.
know.
Also, he will never do that again. He will never allow me free access to say whatever I want.
That was did we tell you about that one, Scott?
No.
Like Cultures comes on our show, Mad comes on too, and we're multi-streaming. It was on Brahma's channel, it was on our channel, it was on Mad's channel, and it was on Culture's channel. And so Mad's like, Culture brings. We were talking about a hotel, about a Japanese love hotel, and we're talking around
Oh my
semantics.
God.
And Mad is just like, that's just that's just where he took the hooker to cut her head off. It was like,
it was worse than that. I forgot what I
and
said.
it was worse than that. I don't remember.
It was so I
bad.
can't remember.
Oh my God, he probably like that. All that under all that hair, he was sweating.
Oh
that's
yeah,
terrible.
So, Bad Take Bojan, our most regular viewer,
Very true.
Scott isn't allowed to stream more than twice a week from his own channel. Yeah,
That
so
is true.
he might have already done that.
I think I snapped my quota this week.
Were you
I
there
think I hit it.
Wednesday?
I was there for the beginning Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that actually Tina's being replaced with Good Take Bojan?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
that
Mr. Bojan.
happen? Mr. Bojan coming on? Dudes.
Yeah.
All dudes again. What up?
Right?
'Cause, apparently, Mr. Bojan bonded audibly when he heard Slender defending Skirma sticks.
Oh.
And then
Because
I wanted to do a show with him where we just talk about martial arts and martial arts
You
related
got really
weapons.
excited because your like voice just cracked Slender. You're like, ah. That
No,
was great.
no.
Good for you. Oh, that was a good part though. I remember
Because
that.
By the way,
what might be the best What the Flick that we've done is had just premiered this week on Mad's channel. By the way.
it was a good one. Scott, it was about these twins, the McNamara twins in Canada that are they're karate martial art guys or whatever, and they made their
They're
own movie.
Canada's greatest martial
Like
artists.
the judo chop guys?
It is the most sexiest. I've never seen more sexual tension on film before than we saw with the McNamara twins.
Between
Everything they did,
themselves.
Are they dudes?
bro. Yeah,
Yes.
Oh God. What the
dude.
hell? Okay.
So they're twins. They take their girlfriends to Twin Island.
Mm.
That's what
That's
they named it.
That's a thing.
They
Oh,
have
okay.
twin vans. Anyway, so so they go there and they spend the entire, I think it was like a week they were there, and there was a Melissa, it was a whole thing. Anyway, they spent the entire time coming up
There
with
you go. This
any...
is the guy.
Oh my God.
They
That is
came up with any reason they could to get away from the girls so they could just do bro shit, like, saw wood together.
Right.
Well, they came
Hammer-
up with any reason they could to get away from their girlfriends and any reason they could to take their shirts off.
So
Oh,
are they
yeah.
like Game of Thrones, like Lannister family type member things? going
Yes,
on in
there
this?
was some
Okay.
twin
What, the
cest
twins?
going on there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
So these guys,
Which I get.
these guys.
Think about
The-
it. If
the-
you look
the
at
militia.
yourself, right? You know?
No, Scott, the militia that is out to get them breaks in, kidnaps their women, and leaves their cabin in disarray. And when they get back, they're not upset the women are gone. One of the
They're
brothers
upset
goes
the
and goes,
poster.
our poster has been taken. It's the poster they
Yeah.
had of themselves inside the cabin.
Well, I mean, that makes more sense to me, right? Like they defaced their property and stole a poster of themselves. Like it's time to kick some ass. Right?
By the way,
Twin
Scott, I said the
style.
exact same thing you were starting to say about. Well, I mean, if you had a twin who was identical to you, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's like, hey, I'm looking at my, like if the mirror opened up and was like, come on, Scott, I know how you
I mean,
make it.
it cuts down on any risk you would have of catching an STD because you're not going to want to fuck anyone else but you. You know what I mean?
Look at Brahma's already like Michael is the
Oh,
better
yeah.
twin. Martin sucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Brahma committed to the bit that the one twin was the superior by far. Of the
Oh,
That wasn't a bit. That was a fact.
Mm.
Oh,
I don't
Scott,
know,
were you there Wednesday when because we're gonna do What the Flick after this, but were you there when we saw the trailer for Call to Duty?
No.
Oh my
Oh,
god, bro.
shit.
Wait a minute.
Did you
Call
not
to
watch
Duty?
your own
No,
Call to
usually
Duty?
because I want you guys to have that. That's yours, so I don't watch it to make sure. Like, dude, I'm a lot like you. If I'm not on the stream anymore, why am I watching it?
I know.
Matt's over here like, hey Scott, did you see the stuff that was on your channel?
Your channel.
No.
I kind of pretend like
Why?
Wednesday's somebody else's show that's above average, but whatever. I got better.
Even
things
when
to
I
do.
was Scott, even when I was saying, wait, you don't watch watch this. I was like, wait, I don't either. Why would I watch it if I wasn't on there?
Come on, man. Come on.
Anyway, but yeah, so
like
it's the
self-sus.
movie.
That's perfect.
I don't want to show the trailer because Shreda's going to be joining us and she hasn't seen the trailer. But basically, it is about a all-female demonstration squadron of fighter jet pilots.
Okay,
but they're like Blue Angels, but for women. So I guess Pink Angels. Anyways,
Pink Angels.
Yeah, but they get called up to fight this North Peon country that is a whole and they have these two guys that are supposed to be the Maverick and Goose.
Okay.
Dude, man, it looks so fucking good.
Are they sexist?
Who? The women, of course.
Yeah,
the women, they're horrible.
Why I call it a cockpit.
Dude,
no, anybody? No.
I remember one line when the chick goes, "Just because you're a pilot doesn't mean you know how to fly." Like, what the fuck? That's exactly what that means.
The only part I remember was when she said, "I do not accept that order," and I'm like, "That's not how the military works."
No. Yeah.
So I just want to say welcome to all the viewers coming over from Culture's channel. He's always kind enough to redirect right from his post flight.
It doesn't join anymore.
You don't even
come on my show anymore. God, he hates me.
How do you know? How does anyone know when you're actually going to be on your streams?
That's the whole like, mystery of my channel. It really worked.
I noticed you put that in past tense.
Yeah, it worked. I've literally YouTube. I have only gone backwards for the last 3 months. I went.
Forking is the John the Baptist of YouTube. He's just here to pave the way for other people to become greater.
I totally am. I'm the good luck Chuck. I'm the good luck Chuck.
Ouch!
You come and use.
No, I only say that because I've heard Sporking make that joke.
I use it myself. I haven't said John the Baptist, but I like that. It's one of those things where I sometimes cry at night, and then I'm like, someone else, this guy will like me more. He really
you got fans. Look,
I know
he plays over here. He's glad that you're on a stream.
But literally, I was one away from hitting 5,500, and now I'm back to like less.
I like the number right there. No, I'm back to like less than that.
But go Rumble, yay! But I love the Weave. He's a great guy. When he answers my calls, call me.
Oh wow, you have his number? Must be nice.
I mean, I don't know if that's one of his real ones or it's like on the computer faking me out.
Burner, no doubt.
He gave you the burner phone number. He puts on all.
Me, Walton.
Walton.
Poor Walton.
I haven't seen Walton.
He's doing great. He's doing Walton things. He's growing his channel.
He found a deep growth forest and he's just having a good time.
Like he's like running through the woods like, oh God, these branches are short. Like, oh yay. Anywho.
Hey, Zombie Box Reviews here. Hey, welcome to the show.
Oh, dude, I just came up with a great new name for Brahma. How about Bromable? Get it?
Or Brahma Bro.
That's been said before. But the new one from you, Mad, is, can I say, amazing.
The Brotorius.
Oh boy.
He is.
Brotorius.
Oh.
Yep, came up with that on my own.
That was powerful.
Didn't look at any text message coming from anybody.
No.
I mean, we do have the greatest brocycle here too, so
that's true.
That's also true.
Anyway,
it's a bro down. It's bro down.
Hey everybody, it's me.
Bro down sounds too much like a hoedown. I don't like it.
Make sure you check out Forking's channel. Yay.
You're lifting the avatar. That's
me.
I swear to Christ, I just took a glance. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Did he join because I was talking shit?
I love you all. Everybody here is great. Hey.
By the way, Scott, I noticed you that sneaking in that fucking avatar on your thumbnails, in your backgrounds.
What avatar are you talking about?
Were you already putting that avatar up when I started?
Like literally hit click and you just started to say it. I didn't know if you realized it's in and for the chat, they can go check out all my recent thumbnails that I hide it. Like sometimes it's like on somebody's lapel. Other times it's on like their hat. Like I try to make sure it's like right there, like but small so no one knows.
I love how this one thing where I'm like, guys, let's not make a big deal of it because you know what I mean. I don't want to get it back to him because I don't like hurting people's feelings unless it's women, and so that was my concern, right? And
hold on. Did you say women were people?
Oh shit! That just happened.
Of course, I believe in science. Anyways, Scientology.
Ooh.
Oh, don't ooh me until you get on an e-meter and take care of your thetans. I've been clear since '93.
Hold on, I tried to go to a Scientology thing to get it, but my contacts weren't sticking to my eyes that day. So I had a lot of problems, and I couldn't see where I was going.
That was because of the thetans.
If there was something that was designed to go over your eyes to help them see when your contacts don't stick.
Have you tried attaching like a string or something that you can keep it behind your head so you can at least what I mean?
Rubber band, go around the eyeball.
I was thinking for like glasses.
Oh,
like a monocle, like a little lens on a string.
You can have pearls.
That thing that Cyclops should have worn anytime he had sunglasses on, just in case they accidentally fell off. But he didn't give a shit.
Pissed me the F off, dude. Like after the first time, wouldn't you think, hey, bro, maybe I should have something that like holds it from the back, because easily a dude with a tongue could make me destroy half a city block.
Did any of you guys have wear glasses when you were a kid playing sports?
If they made contact lenses that can stick to your eyes, then Cyclops doesn't have to wear those sunglasses anymore.
Oh shit! I've never thought about that. He could just get ruby contacts
that are sticky.
Yeah,
those seem comfortable for your eyeballs.
Yeah. And if they stick to your eyes, they'd never fall out, and you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Scott, you remember when you were a kid and you played sports, they gave you the safety goggle like version of your glasses?
I didn't have glasses back
then. Full on strap. Oh, you didn't have glasses?
I'm really sorry that I can't join you on that one.
Well, I'm just saying that I
do remember people that
was built for like 7-year-olds. That was something Cyclops could have used.
Oh my god, you're right.
No problem.
You are right, though. My buddy had to wear one.
Dude, literally, if you had said nothing, nobody would have thought twice about it. You brought the avatar on yourself, man.
Okay. I learned my lesson. I will never try to be nice to someone or spare their feelings ever again.
You're living the secret, man.
You tell Andy
spoke it into existence.
You tell Andy it's not a big deal anymore to beat me in subscribers.
Hey, Andy, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, happy birthday to you too, you son of a bitch.
Wait, he surpassed you in subscribers? That means he fucking dude. How many does he have? Because this.
Well, you know what he did? He actually, I think he was using shorts after I started to go, and then Mr. Grant Gregory was like, "Don't worry about it. It's gonna be great." Yeah.
Me.
And then next thing I know, he's like, "Oh, your channel's been destroyed. Yeah, I'm sorry about that." And he doesn't return my calls either.
Who Grant?
How did shorts destroy your channel?
Are
we talking about
when we were doing like
Game of Thrones,
House of the Dragon, House of the Dragon ones? And Grant would literally make like 15 edits and add, I don't know, writing and all this stuff. And after I got about 1 million views and my subscriber count was flying up, they were like, "Oh, by the way, we're blowing your channel up." And he was like, "Sorry, mate." Yeah. And I was like, "Thanks, dude. Great." And then I was like, "Hey, Culture, give me a call." And it was like, crickets. Hey, Brahma, you talk to me every once in a while. It's nice to see you.
Dude, Grant is working on a new song for me. It legit is fucking good. I'm digging. I can't wait till he's done with it. Yeah. Oh,
hold on. We've got another comeback. Also, Lil Chad. Obvi, they already stick, but they are like overstuck, stuck on more than normal, excessively sticky.
Well, yeah, with that context, it makes sense why you said your contacts are stuck to your eyes. Also, I was just making all the jokes. So right before I walked outside to have a smoke, I was like, I love you and appreciate you. And then I looked to my left and this guy was walking by and smiling at me. I'm like, not you.
And then
You
after
probably broke his heart. You made him the happiest dude in the world, and then broke his heart.
no,
within
what
seconds.
Matt is leaving out is that after Shredder turned around and walked away, he ran up to the guy and was like, "I was lying. It was
Oh,
free."
no, she was on the couch. I was at the door, so I guess at the door immediately. I'm so sorry, Phil. Just give me some time. I'll
Yeah.
get rid of her. I'll get her out of the house.
You say that all the time. When is she gonna move?
Matt's like, I'm gonna keep things on the down low, man. You know how
Oh,
it
by the
goes.
way, E2 Bojan, E2.
Oh yeah, she got 2 subscribers today.
Well, she beat me now. I got
Does
negative
that
math.
mean we're is she due for a new video then? Wasn't she supposed to do another video at like a certain subscriber level? I can't even
don't pay
I can't
attention.
remember.
I don't pay attention. She's a woman. In a little while, she'll have 30,000. It happens easily.
Oh,
Hey,
Zach
dorks,
did the
I
same
like
thing,
this.
and he has close to 24,000 subs. Yeah,
And he also got demonetized for a
Yeah,
while
he
too.
did the same. Yeah. I just got hit way sooner. I would have been happy with being hit at, like, hey, I'm Grant, 100K. Hey. But it didn't work out that way for me, because that's my life. God, I'm so glad I came on tonight.
it's always the positive, upbeat attitude that you bring to the table.
Yeah, it just makes everything so much better. It's shit, I'm here.
Man, you are depressing me right now.
No, Slender, it's fine.
No, it's not.
I'll be
It's
all
not
right.
okay.
All right.
We,
Right to fight.
Matt, we need to maybe we should get Sporking to do a game of party animals with us. 'Cause
Yeah.
that seemed to lighten things up. I mean, last night when we
wait.
were streaming and doing that, Brahma threatened to casually rape me several times.
Which is his new catchphrase, I guess.
I-
If you watch the latest What the Flick on my channel, you'll see how that came to be. Also, Scott, I don't know if I care for your new your boogie angle that you got going on. Like, oh, I'm so depressed. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Boogie,
no,
the
wait.
YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
know who that is. I even bought voice changing stuff to be cool like the other guys.
Just
Yeah, no,
made
those
me
guys
sound
aren't
like
cool.
you're-
Yeah, I don't like this.
Nuh-uh.
Anyways,
But anyway, yeah, your whole
thanks.
new
this
next
is
thing
the
we know.
What?
What the fuck? The
No,
next
the
thing
next-
Scott's gonna
next
be
thing we
trying to
know-
go into fighting, to boxing. Like,
no. The next
if
thing
you
we
could
know,
box a
Scott's
YouTuber,
gonna.
who would it be?
Um,
Sorry, Chad. Go ahead. We can get back to mine.
anyways,
No, I was gonna say the next thing we know, he's gonna be on the side of the road in a ditch, and he's just gonna find a Bible in the rain, and that's gonna be
that's
his
just going to
backstory
change everything.
for him to
Uh,
change into Bible man.
Oh my God, Bible Man. Yeah, I wish there was something like a trailer about that.
But before we hit the trailer,
we
I
got
do.
Zombie Box telling Tina to get Grant to make shorts for her so
Yeah.
that she can also surpass all of us. in subscribers.
It won't take long. It really won't. Gina, you're intelligent and everything.
No, don't highlight that one. He used the wrong
You
punctuation,
are-
so it doesn't.
wait a minute, what?
Yeah, once you learn grammar, Brahma, then we'll highlight your chat. Anyway, wait,
Mm,
you know what's weird though? I don't know why I'm doing that to him because he's taking up for me right now.
I
But
know, why?
I was about to be like,
Hey.
you're trying to win back the points with someone else by just I'm gonna throw my bro under the bus. He can
Well,
take it.
I feel like Matt's the type is like, oh wow, you're showing me affection. I have to destroy you now. No? Okay.
No,
I'm gonna
I
leave, so
I get
and,
that from Matt. It's happened to me before.
yes, and don't you try to make me out to be. Don't try to make you out to be the bully. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
Whoa,
all of
this
us
is
on
even
this
better. I'm starting
panel-
to get happy.
all of us on
You know
this
those-
panel have been around and seen the situations where Mad's joy has sparked a sudden interest from someone
Right.
else.
Also, those gummies have too much girth for me. Anyway,
Oh.
so
Wait,
Well,
what?
what's up?
Do you?
I
The-
don't know
the
that.
gummies.
Did you buy suppository versions instead of
No, but
edibles?
so yeah, no, they're just because they don't taste good. You're not eating them for the taste; you're eating them to get high. But they're so girthy, you can't. Your jaw
You've
starts to
said
hurt.
it
You know what I mean?
Twice, and I'm still very confused on what the hell you mean.
I mean the
How-
gummy. It's just too big.
How many milligrams is it?
Let's see. The last was like over like 300 maybe.
Jesus, what is?
But
what?
I have to eat like two and a half though.
I don't know what's going on because apparently
I nope. I told you my favorite were the real thin ones, but they were long because they fit easier in your mouth and you know it doesn't take as long.
Also, we can't highlight that because she spelled the word wrong.
I know. Let her go.
Wait, what's word? Girthy? I have no idea how to spell girthy.
It's spelled with an I.
Is it?
Slender seems smart.
Slender is if you ask him, he's a writer, so he's a Nazi on grammar stuff. So you got to watch out. He will go after you hard on that.
By the way, I am excited that now
what is going on?
I do like that Slender is now going to be the target for all of this person's rage because you called out her misspelled word.
Oh no,
so the heat is off of me.
Matt only eats the male gummy bears, or does he just suck on them?
Molly, it sounds like he has to suck on them to get the girth.
I would if they tasted better. You know what I mean?
They're so girthy, he only puts a specific part of them in his mouth.
Look, no cap. I try to get it over with as quickly as possible. You know, I get it in the mouth.
Most girls do.
I mean? I work it around, and you know,
and then
I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite thing. You know what I mean?
Like
I'd rather the gummy be inside of me.
You just want to please.
Matt has to take the lessons like in the movie Old School with the person teacher. Here's how you take a girthy gummy. You've got to make sure you relax your throat and just let it go.
Oh, I wish that it could just slide down. I wish I didn't have a what's it? A choking reflex? Not gag reflex. Yeah, so I could just let it go all the way down my throat, not even have to worry about working it around in my mouth.
Did your eyes like water?
Yeah, but they don't. But the tears don't stick to my eyes. I don't know. I didn't have anything for that. I was trying to but it didn't work.
I want to. Is there a reason you do, can't you do other? Isn't there alternative edible products?
Yeah, I was looking at a brownie.
You're an alternative edible product.
You toss it in a salad or something?
Well, so I asked about a brownie that was there, and he's like, "No, it's really strong." And I was like, "Oh, does it taste good?" He's like, "It's really strong." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna stick with the gummies."
Yeah, man. When he warned you twice, he probably had just took down.
Well, no, because I was asking about the taste, and he's like, "It's real. It has a lot of So obviously, it's not being bought for
300
brownie.
milligrams. That's
no, Dewey Cox. That brownie's not for you. It tastes too good and is delicious, and it's full of what's the active ingredient? THC.
Yeah, Delta 9, Delta 5, whatever.
Whatever it takes.
It's not habit forming. It feels amazing.
The ones that did I tell y'all this? I think I may have done it back at Thanksgiving. The girlfriend and I, we went to her parents. And I gave her stepmom a couple of gummies, and she ate a whole. But it's my favorite one too. It's even stronger than 300 milligram. I forgot how much more, but yeah, I was like, yeah, just have one. You know what I mean? That way you can see if it's too much. By the time we were leaving, she tried to get up to hug us, and she had to sit back down. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm good. She was so hot, but you know, it's because he has back pain or whatever, and she's struggling with the medication not being enough. And yeah, she really was enjoying the gummy. It was awesome. So yeah, I recommend whenever you're, this time when you go visit the family for Christmas, bring gummies.
Can we also point out that you spent about 20 minutes talking about how difficult it was to actually consume that girthy gummy, and then you're like, oh, the girl's mom took out a whole bag just like that.
No, I'd never said a whole bag. She took a whole one. But again, these were the thin ones. Anybody could take these.
Okay, can I ask you guys a question? Really,
you can take girthiness as well as she can any day of the week, huh?
That is the opposite of what I was saying. I think.
What?
No, that was for me. I do remember everyone leaving me on there with a very emotional Tim that I met for the first time. I also remember that.
I remember you talking about that. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I spent an hour afterwards still talking him off the ledge. This person I met earlier that day.
Wait a minute. Time out.
That's the kind of bro you are.
It was Tim the bro you were talking off the ledge?
whoever's like, let me check my sources. I look just like Kylo Ren. That guy?
Yeah. He's on your left. He always writes that in the chat.
Oh, shit, dude. You literally made me look to my left.
Oh, hey, man. Sorry. I shouldn't do that to you, right?
I thought you were talking about me because in the arrangement, I'm to the left of him at the bottom of the screen. And I'm like, what? I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about right now.
Wow,
Wait, how does your screen look?
How's that? I have no clue how you are on his left.
Yeah.
You're like above us.
Yeah, this is vertical, dude.
Yeah, but I've got controls down at the bottom.
Are you like down?
At the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I was like, oh no, does Slender have feminine eyes? He can't tell the difference between vertical and horizontal.
By the way, chat, that's why
I don't have eyes.
I just want to pre-advise everyone. That's why our streams tend to randomly just end at any given moment, because Slender does have access to admin controls on StreamYards and
all the controls.
And when he's just done with it, it just ends mid-sentence, whatever. It'll just happen. So
do you know Macaulay Culkin just got a star on the Walk?
Not personally.
No, well, he's a good guy.
I feel like Kieran Culkin would be the cooler hangout.
Macaulay Culkin got a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. Yeah, Hollywood Walk.
Yeah,
of Fame.
I mean, anybody
say that's
you just have to pay for it.
Like, can I?
No, it's not a deserved thing. It's not based on merit. It's based on
you got to raise like 20-30 grand or something.
Dude,
and
I want. Can we start like a GoFundMe? I want a Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
I think they might tell you that when you're up to 2,000 subs, they'll think about it.
No. That's the perfect thing. I'll never reach higher than I am now. So I'll get the star and people will be like, who's this guy? You know? And maybe, I don't know, Culture will talk to me again.
You seem oddly obsessed with that.
No, it's fine. It
was a callback, Chad. Anyway, so you want to watch that trailer of the Bible Man?
What are we doing? I'm going to leave soon.
You're going to leave soon?
I have to. I'm sorry.
Lame.
I got to get up. Hey, dude, I broke my bedtime to stay up and join you guys and make myself feel worse.
I mean, you're in Eastern time, right?
But
I feel like you heard the Culture was raiding us after his show, and you were like, I can ambush him on the Ascendant Art podcast.
Matt's here. Now he's never going to come.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, there's that awesome avatar. I guess he ain't showing up. Matt, I love you, though. Thanks for being there for me. What's your sub count?
1,070, I think. It hasn't moved.
So you're not
for
leaving
months.
me for a while. Thank God.
Oh, God, no. Are you kidding me? I didn't do content for over 2 months.
That's what I'm going to probably do. Go on a walkabout. No, but I got to get up super early, and it feels good to be depressing and sad on somebody else's stream. So thank you.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
Well,
you're definitely going to get an invite back after this depressing.
Yeah, I was just playing a character, everyone.
Like, you know, when we're doing a stream and any of us have had a bad week, we'll just invite working on.
Bring me. I can tell you about my life.
Oh, it's like I feel oddly better now.
I was shaving my head today and I cut myself behind my ear. It really sucked.
Wait, hold on.
Walton has done at least 20 GoFundMes, so you should get at least one.
Do you know
has Walton actually done like
he's
that
done
many
quite
GoFundMes?
He's done a couple. I did a not a GoFundMe. I did
Give Send Go,
like a fundraiser, and mine was straight up not like a sob story. It was like, I want to ball when I'm down in Florida. I want to be a baller. That's
you may have forgotten, right? But that's when we first streamed with you.
Yeah, it was awesome. You guys rocked. You went for how many hours?
Between the two of us, I think we were in and out for like at least like 80% of it.
I was there for like 5 minutes. You guys are the best.
Yeah, that's you were on less than we were, which
totally
was hilarious.
That kind of started the whole thing with everybody going on way more than I do on my own channel.
That was interesting because that's when we got to stream with some other fun people for the first time. Slender had a great conversation with Talks about the benefits of gaming for the children of the world.
There you go.
It was very productive. Nobody got butthurt over it at all.
Yeah, it was a great conversation.
Not at all, because everybody's there's no egos and people don't get upset easily on YouTube. Never. ever. But I did have a great time. One of these days I'll stay on for longer and I'll be a happy guy.
The answer to this, by the way, Zombie Box, is no. You're probably
Never.
not going to be able to
Never.
get cash
He's
back.
gonna want to ask you for more.
Honestly, he would probably just start another GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Guys, you got to support me. I have so many people asking for their money back from these other GoFundMe projects.
That's so awesome. He will. No, wait a minute. The one GoFundMe I'm talking about straight up GoFundMe. Like, hey, I need gas money. Like his projects, he'll finish them. He's waiting on me to do an interview for the second book, and I was just like, wow, you have fallen.
Am I going to be in the second book?
You know what, man?
Am I going to make the second book?
The second book. Okay, let's just put it that.
Did I make enough of an impact on the Phantom Menace?
Mine's more about like the Game of Thrones tragedy.
About how George R.R. Martin is never, ever gonna finish that book. I'm not even talking the series. I'm just talking about this next book.
It's coming out.
I think the most you can hope for is that they're able to gather up enough pizza boxes and napkins that he's been writing notes down on.
Yeah.
And try to form some type of a short story rather than the other book.
When did the last book come out?
2011-ish. Yeah, July 12th, 2011. I'm
all right. So
the day.
So we've done 12 years times 365 days a year. He's had 4,380 days to write. If he just wrote half a page of every day,
well, hold on now.
Have a 2,000 page book.
It's very depressing.
Well, hold on now. We don't know how big those pages are.
Yeah, right. It could be like one of those like big pages that you buy at Spencer's or something.
Oh, man, who was the dude? It's an L. Ron Hubbard story. Oh yeah, that's who it was. L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh,
back
he's
when
the
he
most
would write
prolific author of all time.
He's written more books than anyone else. It is an actual record. And because when he started, he would write for these different magazines under aliases like Winchester, Colt, Revolver. I forgot what it was. Every gun you could think of was in his fake name. Anyway, because they would get paid per word, he would get butcher paper and put it in his typewriter, right? So he wouldn't have to change out the to the next page. He would just do it on butcher paper and just take a shit ton of speed and just knock it out.
Who's this? L. Ron Hubbard?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
That is a true story.
L. Ron Hubbard wrote he wrote sci-fi novels. He wrote like business books. He wrote like prolifically, and they are all nonsense.
Well,
makes sense. You look at his motto, Earth, and you're like, how could a man who wrote Battlefield Earth put out all this content that didn't really have any good story?
That, by the way, that was them trying to make that book that was them making the book seem logical or reasonable.
Yeah,
right. That's what they had to do.
They improved the story, if you can believe that. They spent time to make it better.
But his motto was what was it? Oh, one draft, no draft, get it out the door, something like that. Basically, he never goes back to look at what he wrote.
So let
he
me
just gets it out of there.
That just goes to show you how fucked Hollywood is. The people that follow Scientology, like, how fucked are you that this guy who had to go on his boat, because he's like
the Sea Org
running from tax evasion and writing all this crazy shit, like someone was just like, you know what, it makes sense to me, and then next thing you know, it's like one of it's a church that's like massively powerful in Hollywood and in other places. It's kind of disturbing.
You say this but have you even heard about some of the things that he experienced? He once stole, what was his name, Lannister or whatever, the JPP jet fuel guy that was a cultist. You know the dude?
Oh yeah, the one who was a devil worshiper.
Yeah. Well, he used to hang out with L. Ron Hubbard all the time. They tried to get a sex elemental or whatever. Anyway, it's a whole thing, right? They would live together, but he actually
tried to raise a sex elemental from.
Yeah. They were doing a ceremony or spell. I don't know. Anyway, but he had that dude pay him $10,000 to go to Florida, which he did with that dude's wife. He stole that dude's wife, moved to Florida on his dime.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That dude is hey, shit, he started a religion. He actually, I may try that. Why not?
Oh, dude, you know what's crazy about that is they still have to follow all of his guidance or whatever, even if it doesn't make sense. I forgot what they have when they clean the
all have.
windows.
Oh, I was just gonna say they have that like sea whatever thing because he was a
Sea Org.
sailor. Yeah, so he got them to adopt like naval systems for no good reason.
Oh my
Well,
God.
so they have to clean all the windows or whatever using I forgot what it is, but it does not work for cleaning windows. They can't use Windex. They have to use whatever the fuck he thought worked better.
Yeah, exactly. And they're
for
like,
a second there, I thought we were talking
lesson.
about Walton.
Well, yeah, he probably has tried to raise a sex element. Mental. No, what the hell was I going to say before that, though? Shit. What were we talking about right before L. Ron Hubbard?
Sex elementals?
No, that was during. Before L. Ron.
We were, let's see, it was talking about Walton writing his second book, the next book. And according to Tina, who's editing it, that Matt is not going to be in it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I just wanted to make sure that was highlighted.
Wait, is she saying that because she's already seen that I'm not in it, or because she refuses to have me in it? Because it sounds like I'm the one editing it, so I will make sure you do not make it in the book.
Well, when you piss off enough women. You know what I realized though?
Well, I'm not going to say what channel, but there is one channel because of a chick that's associated with it. I am not invited. And when I am, I have to be invited through the back channels when that person isn't there.
Oh my God, you got to fill me in later. So Tina,
it will only take about 6 seconds to fill you in.
Okay, really? Write it. You mean you don't have to tell? You don't want to tell the world, do you?
No.
Okay. Definitely tell me. But
I feel like he gave you a clue and you just overlooked it.
Oh shit! Did I?
I feel like I heard a clue.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Anywho, that's who I thought it was. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Fucking hates me.
Well,
she yelled at me on Culture Stream one night. Because I was just doing me. I was just, being me, talking about chicks, whatever. And she's like, you know what, Mad? From all the women, fuck you. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know you. What is happening?
Are you still allowed back on Culture's channel?
Well, I haven't been since I gave him the idea about having Pixel. What's his name? Lofty. Yeah, having Lofty on there to talk about Starfield. It did.
Yeah, that was probably the end.
Yeah, shit happens.
That was a friggin' mad, like a, what is it? Basically like a super villain just sitting in the background, twiddling his hands together. Like, I have arranged because you guys, Matt was sending messages
very Lex Luthor.
Like as it's happening, like, bros, this is so good. Come watch.
I think that's why we get along, Mad. You're just a dick, and I love it. No, what I was gonna say before when we were talking about,
and then
Slender
was in Chad and Braun. It was just terrible. Anyway,
I'm gonna leave on this on Monday night. And Tina, you better read what I sent in that DM. I'm gonna prove that George R.R. Martin trolled the shit out of Dan and Dave for Game of Thrones, and that's why it ended so shitty. He trolled.
I feel like you're really reaching. To try to,
dude. I have
because the season 8 hurt you so deeply. You just don't want to refuse to believe.
5, man. It started at 5 with me.
Yeah, but they were I mean, their execution was bad, but I'm pretty sure that was how George was going to go with the story.
I'm going to prove it to you.
Wait, so you're saying that he set them up for failure?
Yep.
Oh man, you know what I want? I want everyone to hate my fucking product.
Yeah, dude, he was tweeting about a different show that he wasn't involved in on the series finale of Game of Thrones. He fucking hated those.
This is on Monday that you're going to be releasing your source or whatever.
No, we're going live. It's just something that came up recently in the fandom. But if you really look at it, there's things that you'll see. He just literally gave them an some old paperwork and was like, yeah, this is the way it's going. And he already changed all that shit before he even gave it to him. It just lines up perfectly with what they picked for the show to do.
How can you say that when he hasn't even finished the next book or is
Absolutely,
even close?
I could show you. I could show you.
Oh, all right. Okay, sure, man. I mean,
for me, I just don't want you to turn into like, you remember the Star Wars channels? Like, I love Star Wars Theory. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
But remember how much effort and time he put into all that theory making after Force Awakens? And then after the Last Jedi came out, and they just nuked Snoke and all this other stuff, and he's just like,
oh, this is just like that.
Well,
It's not. I'm just
Scott-
gonna show you something, and if my channel grew like this, I'll lie left and right if I have to.
okay, Mike
Scott,
Zero.
Yeah, exactly.
this
I'll be
feels-
Scott 0. Scott 1.
It feels as though you're one reasonable tweet away from being a flat earther at this point. You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, they said there's a giant ice wall in the flat Earth, so why doesn't that make sense?
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying you seem like you're on the cusp of that. Why can I hear myself?
Because Brahma,
just joined.
Drama.
Echo.
He's apparently got his speakers on.
Brahma.
Who knows? He probably has those non-stick earbuds.
Yeah, so I'm going to prove it all. I'm just going to let you guys know that George R.R. Martin trolled them, and he still sucks for not finishing the books. But
Perfect
It is
timing,
really-
culture. Perfect
Oh.
timing.
culture's here.
How do I feel like all of a sudden Scott's gonna
Did
be
he
like,
know I
I'm
was
gonna
leaving?
Stick around for
Oh
a few
boy. Oh
He
boy.
knew I was leaving, and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm in the chat."
Well, I mean, I did message him. Hey, we're clear now.
finally
He's about to
Scott's
leave.
leaving. All right.
Scott, how bad is it that you got mad on here who brought Lofty and all that glory to
I know.
Culture's channel? And he was like, I'll go on after Scott leaves.
Yeah, it's probably the smartest thing he did, though. Anyways, yeah,
My
so
audio
great
is working.
seeing you guys. Nice,
Oh, there's Brahma.
nice to see
Hey,
you all.
Hi,
Brahma,
Scott,
love you,
Scott,
man.
man, I just don't want you to fall into the trap thinking that George R.R. Martin cares.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. You're not hearing what I said. He doesn't care so much that
Oh,
he
look.
trolled the shit out of those guys. Oh, my
How's it
God.
going?
Culture.
Mother,
I gotta-
you see all of us with our cameras off. What do you? Why are you?
I gotta go.
Yeah.
My mother's
Hey,
calling.
culture. I don't know if you remember Scott.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
Culture,
I remember
Scott's
Scott.
here. Good to
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah,
I
you
think
you,
you guys
you-
have met once.
yeah, you
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
used to run his channel every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
I
hold,
mean,
hold the fuck on. Did he really just say you and I used to run
yeah,
his
he did.
channel?
He did.
He said it.
It's been so long. Sometimes the truth changes. Your history changes. It's like perception of what you believed it was.
Are
Right?
you trying
Like
to
you start
liberty
to-
balance the history of your YouTube channel? Like,
Oh boy.
I just
This feels like
It's gonna end like
justification for his
Hiroshima.
whole. No, guys, George R.R. Martin, he set them up for failure, guys.
yeah, he blew it up. He
All
did
I know,
nothing of the kind. He cashed the checks.
Why are you so angry with this? Why can't you just let it happen? I'm gonna show you, Slender,
I-
little
I
Chad.
mean, it's a good tease.
I just
Yeah,
don't
thank
want you to
you.
be destroyed by this.
I try to tease an awesome stream, and these
Yeah.
guys
I
are
know,
like,
I'm
"Fuck
gonna
that,
watch
It's
it."
never gonna happen.
No,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
watch
have
it
to
and be in
spend
the
all
chat.
my. I don't want to have to spend all my time debunking your nonsense.
You're
when you
not.
tweet
You're
it
gonna
out, though.
see what I'm talking about. You're just gonna
I just
see
feel like
that.
you're-
what I would love, what I would love is for Scott to be on YouTube. You know, at a time when I could join a stream. It seems
Yeah,
like
well, you're a busy guy.
it seems like I'm always hanging out with Matt on the channel, or
What
Dude,
the-
you haven't
what?
been on the channel in so long. You can't play
people.
that game.
I was there just just a few weeks
Like
ago.
week before last.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember you there, and it was a
I don't
Wednesday.
remember that either.
Because
I don't
you
think
never
you were
watched your
there.
own
channel, Scott.
You know, yeah.
Well, no, he knows Wednesdays I'm not there. He's
You're like
I'll
the-
make an appearance, and then
you're-
I'll get out of here.
You're like the lowest effort YouTuber I've ever known.
Well,
No, I am.
well, yeah, I know. What
I
are you
mean-
talking about? I'm in the bottom.
I think,
30%, I would say
We might have to rebrand our show to the low effort YouTubers because that's
That's-
basically.
Oh, that's
That
that's
is
actually pretty good. Yeah.
That is
Oh
brilliant.
no.
Maybe
Copyright.
we use that for the game stream.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Y'all, you guys know how much I hate taking up for Scott, but it is pretty low effort for you not to even show up for your own goddamn streams, and not just once or twice, but on a consistent level for years.
I allow
That-
you guys to run it on Wednesdays to help your channels grow. That's why it's all smaller YouTubers.
That's true,
helping
Scott.
you guys out.
I don't think I've ever seen a chat message to Mad to try to run the Saturday show either.
No,
Oh, what the dude? My channel
Never.
died because
Don't
I
you-
was running your shit.
don't bring out the DMs. Don't bring out the DMs. We're
Oh,
not
bring
supposed
them
to do
out.
that.
Bring
We're
them
not
out.
supposed to be like, or you're the guys who take pictures and then, hey, look at what Scott said. Tweet. It's X now.
Tweet,
whatever.
tweet.
Yeah, it's X now. I
What?
guess.
Yeah, it sounds better than XX.
Yeah. Yeah,
I do. Why Elon Musk hasn't hired Triple H and X-Pac and all the rest of the guys to start doing some promos for him, I have no idea. That's a missed opportunity.
Well, why wouldn't you get Triple X?
And like Vin Diesel.
Wait, Diesel?
Or Ice Cube.
Or Ice Cube.
Yeah, which one?
You could start with Vin, and when his like, oh, that's not working anymore. Oh, yo, dog, it's me.
Wait,
Cube.
that's your Vin Diesel impersonation?
No, that was my Cube, bro.
Oh,
does Twitter need any marketing? I mean, Elon's kind of doing it himself.
Well, I mean, he does have a great marketing system. You know, hey, Disney and advertisers, fuck off.
That was
exactly.
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
I appreciate the idea of having that kind of FU money because it's so freeing, the idea that you can just be like, fuck off. I don't need your money for anything.
That's fucking great. He is.
If he wasn't such a jerk with his Amber Heard stuff, I would be.
You know what,
so
dude? He's
much more
he's like a Howard Hughes. Like unless he's not pissing in bottles and growing, all germaphobe. Well, I think he is a little bit of a germaphobe. But I mean, he wants to bang a starlet. Whatever.
It's from South Africa, bro, not Germany.
Maybe you heard about the shit thing. He's into that. You never know.
Wait, what?
Amber Heard?
Amber Heard. I'm saying he heard about that, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bang her." That was my South African voice.
Is that your Elon Musk impression?
No. That was his South African.
Well, his South African doesn't make sense. Have you ever heard his?
I barely can detect any type of accent from him.
There's like 6 of us in here.
Elon Musk.
No, Elon Musk.
He doesn't sound like he's from South Africa.
No, he sounds very Californian.
Culture moved above. All right, I'm leaving. You guys suck.
Did you just notice that I moved?
I'm not even looking at the screen because I'm not paying attention. I'm just rambling.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah,
Scott,
what's up? Yeah.
You owe me a stream still, dude.
What are you talking about? Owe you a stream? You what?
You want me to bring up my phone and show everybody your text messages?
Yeah, fine. Do it. I don't give a shit. Is it?
Hey, hold on. He's gonna have to.
From you in a long time, and then you have like 2 letters. Hey, good. ...
Oh, he came prepared. There's no way he was able to find that specific burner phone in his tour.
Exactly, dude. Well, mine's probably like a one that's like a day glow yellow. Like, don't touch that one.
No, the day glow yellow is Walton.
Yeah.
Why does that feel racist?
It was a Sunday. I was gonna try to come, and I'm sorry. I work at 4 a.m. My bad.
Am I the only one that's never heard the term Dago phone?
Day glow.
Day glow, yeah.
Not day.
Right, okay, look, I'm not Italian. I don't know this.
Phones?
What?
Hey.
Okay, so from November, hey, any room on your Sunday night show? I am off of work Monday. When do you start? I was like, crap, of course. Cool. I miss hanging, so I will make the effort to stay.
Talk to me anymore.
LOL. And then on the night of the show, so I got to go into work early, a few hours, but I have next Monday off. So I hope I can join you then. I'll be home by 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. So maybe we can do something together live. Talk to you soon. I said, sound cool. Sounds good, man. And then radio.
I love how Culture kept in all of the filler.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was
rather than
no, it's the
radio.
It makes it authentic.
Radio silence. What are you talking about? All right, now.
By the way,
I didn't get an invite. I didn't get an invite to a stream you promised that night. I didn't see you the following Sunday. I didn't see you the next Sunday. We're now on the 3rd Sunday. Where are you?
What are you talking?
Ooh, the plot thickens.
It's Friday, Culture.
It's Friday. So I haven't made it to that Sunday yet.
It's Friday.
Second, I work a lot because I'm the only income now. Third, you have not you respond, but when was the last time you texted me? Let me look at that first.
Wait, what?
I can't.
Wait.
All
right, hold on.
I feel like hold on.
He brought up phones.
Culture brings up the messages that you sent that he didn't respond to, that you didn't respond to.
I didn't read all.
You're gonna bring that
I don't read all the. If I read all that stuff, you guys be like calling him a homo and stuff. It's fine,
dude. Scott,
we do that anyway.
Wow.
The amount of obfuscation of that.
Homo, maybe, but
the idea. You're like, no. Let's talk about all the times you didn't respond when I text first. Not this long back and forth that we had about the specific topic. No, let's see when was the last time you text me first. That's your new thing.
Okay, hold on.
When was
hold
it?
on. I have some advice for
I
everybody
can
on
really
the
bring
panel
up something that will blow it all up, but I'm not going to do that.
and everybody
I'm
in the
just going to
chat.
say he has
Scott,
better hair than me. What's
Scott,
under? I got to really go.
Culture,
So what's up?
Chad, ghost not, lest ye be ghosted.
That's deep,
Yeah.
brother. That's
Yeah.
deep.
You know,
I feel like you've been watching too many of those red pill channels.
I think you. Yeah. Okay.
look, if Scott can't make it, I'm definitely available for Sunday night streams anytime.
Oh, well, that
go.
sounds good.
I think
Yeah.
it would work.
And
for
I'd
you.
show up. I show up when I say.
That would be amazing.
That's sweet.
I've been trying to get Mad back on my Sunday show forever.
fuck outta here,
Oh, really?
bro.
You actually
Dude, we've been
asked
trying
him.
to get Matt
I'd
to do
ask
anything.
myself. All right, boys. You all have a good night. Take care.
All right,
of
Scott.
yourselves.
Scott, thank you
Peace
so
out.
much for coming,
I
Scott.
hope you fucking don't crash and die in cars, flaming, burning hells. Bye-bye. y'all.
Whoa.
Thank
Brahma.
you.
Wow.
We love you too.
Brahma. Brahma.
Yeah.
You look good, man.
And also
thanks.
with you.
I love the Catholic joke. There you go.
That didn't
That was
sound
really good.
Yeah, that didn't
was
sound
really
good.
Well, it's not the new one, but yeah,
Oh, God bless.
they
guys.
changed it. I
new-
don't know what they changed. See you, Scott.
the new
L. Ron
one's got-
Hubbard to you all. Peace.
The new one
Here's
has
the
the
new.
The new one has the rainbow trans flag included.
Yeah, I was about to say the new one is Pope Francis saying, "And may you transform to what you want to be." I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
When I
And
saw
may
that
you
video
always
of,
be off the binary.
I like what was it 2-3 weeks ago when they had that video of like all the trans people like riding the bus to go meet the Pope, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Wait,
in
really?
this world?
Yes.
Yes.
And this
Wait,
is
we're-
why I am a Catholic who does not go to church anymore.
I'm not
Right,
saying
you
that
could've
you
just
gotta
said,
be
"I'm
worried about
Catholic."
Jesuits becoming the Pope.
This
but
is
maybe
true. I mean, we only
Jesuits
have a
shouldn't be
couple
the
holy
Pope.
days of obligation.
Did Chad steal my bit?
Yes, it did.
Didn't I? Oh, okay. Because I started doubting myself. I'm like, wait a minute. Did he really come up with this independently?
No, the difference is I acknowledge theft. It's like you can't,
So
if
I never
you
do.
can't shame
Nope.
for something I'm not shamed of.
I wanted to check in on this show because you're talking about the great sci-fi writer L. Ron Hubbard.
The most prolific
are you streaming
writer
to your
of all
channel?
time.
No,
the way,
why not?
Culture-
Why? No, of course not. Why would I do that?
No, Matt, you don't get to try to blow up his channel again. Culture's very nice. He always sends his chat here every Friday. He's helped us out a lot. Don't try to sucker him in to blowing up his channel.
He makes sure to leave his camera on as he eats.
Look, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I don't care if he leaves the camera on.
Yeah.
We hit 200 today, so thank you,
Dude,
Culture.
your hair is getting ridiculous. Culture,
His
your hair
weave.
is getting fucking absurd. Absurd. Like,
It's funny you'd mention that. My hair donation happens on Sunday, man.
oh, does it really?
Yeah, I'm donating
You
9 or
donating
10
that fucking beard?
No, because you know what? They don't really want pubes.
What? Hold on. Your beard is made out of pubes?
No, not really, but I'm just saying.
You thought that beard
Oh,
was
man.
real?
Well, I didn't know he had a genetic.
It's like Cartman from Scott Tenorman, that episode.
Is that
where
a birth defect where your
Scott
face
Tenorman
grows
must die.
pubic hair?
Yeah.
Dude, hair is
Brahma
hair.
remembers.
Hair's hair. But no, here's the weird thing. So if I could donate my beard, I would, but I'd have to grow it like crazy long. That'd be like ZZ Top.
Dude, imagine Culture being at the doctor and the doctor comes in. I'm sorry. There's no other way to say it. I just have to tell you. You have, unfortunately, you suffer from pubonfacia.
You have what's called Balchinian's disease.
Balchinian.
It's where
I
your
feel
ball
like
hair is growing on your chin.
I feel like that's what Jada Pinkett really has, and that's what she shaves her.
You know what?
She has
Splendor? Fuck you for
Balchinia on her head.
outdoing my pubonfacia joke.
That's because she's got bigger balls than Will. So,
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like somebody's ready for the rapture
yeah. Oh, yeah, Jesus.
because
How do I
somebody
miss
said that
that,
already.
chat?
I'm curious about what that is in response to. What were we saying? That somebody be like, "Oh no, I'm ready for it."
It was
About the
probably
Pope
when we
and
were
the
talking
tram.
about the Pope.
I
yeah.
was just saying I'm doing my hair donation. That's where we went down a very dark path, but it was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean,
what started
yeah.
that was the Catholic thing, and then mentioning how Pope Francis was a Jesuit, so you can't trust it.
Yep.
You said that I stole it from you, and I said I sure did.
Yep.
And then I
yeah,
said,
first Jesuit
and then
ever.
I said, look, you guys are covering the most prolific sci-fi writer of all time.
He is, man,
And
he's
then
not
Mad
just
tried to
sci-fi, though.
sabotage Culture's channel.
So
Yes.
here's something you guys don't know, may not, if you don't work
you.
in the dental industry, you won't know. There is a whole Scientology business that sells L. Ron Hubbard's psychological profiling system to dentists to teach them how to do treatment plans. They're based
Really?
in Clearwater, Florida, which is Scientology Central.
Well, you know what's
And,
crazy though? He has that story though when he went to the dentist or whatever, and they put him under anesthesia or whatever, and he woke up and he said, "Did I die?" And the nurse was like, "Ooh, that's some drug or whatever," And he had this like near death experience when he was not near death, but I forgot what. Anyway, but yeah, that happened at a dentist's office. Not out of body, no, because he thought he died, and then the nurse didn't say yes or no, so he gets assumed that he did.
So I'm going to share stories.
Scientology.
So Slender knows who I used to work for. So that person decided to go all in on this training system, and so I was having to go down to Florida 3 times a year for weekend seminars. And
oh my god, ran by Scientologists.
Yes, they're trying to recruit these dentists for the money. But what's hilarious is, so they have you do the very first seminar. They have you do a psychological profile as part of the thing. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll take it, whatever. And so then they meet with you individually. And so the dentist I work for, they were already like, you have all sorts of problems. You could benefit from personal counseling, like getting you into Scientology.
Oh my god, Chad, I've never seen a thetan count this high.
Yeah, no, but when they got my psychological thing, they're like, you are amazingly well adjusted and nothing seems to be bothering you that much. We really can't do much. And I was like, no, you can, because I know who you are and I'm good. And so,
wait, hold on, Chad, are you telling me they put you on the e-meter?
It was a written psychological one. I think the e-meter was next up for the doctor I worked for.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I talked him out of it. I was like, don't you do this. They are recruiting you.
So it was the text. It was the text version of the e-meter.
Yeah, it's the intro. Like, hey, you seem like you're having some difficulties. We have some personal counseling we can do for you.
You see, when they went at me, I was still in high school, but I was doing a lot of acting then, and they were trying to hit me up with their acting and communication program.
Hold on. How is this the first I've ever heard about you being an actor?
I don't know, but I want to hear all of this story.
Yeah,
it was right before showbiz.
Let's see your credits, bro. Where can we find you on IMDb?
I actually was trying to find. I'm going to actually reach out to my mommy and see if she found it. But I actually have me.
Did you say mommy?
Yes,
no, I said my mom. Heard. No, I didn't say that. I'm going to reach out to my mom. She actually probably has. She actually probably has my the video of me as Riff in
your
West Side
sizzle
Story.
reel. Oh, you have a sizzle reel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have to have one.
Have you not retired yet? Can we find out about your roommate?
Oh, I haven't retired yet, but yes, you will find out about the roommate.
Well, I mean, I already know Run DMC.
So yeah, the Scientologist, man. So they get these dentists to it's like $10,000 a training session. It's ridiculous. Yep. And it's a weekend of training to teach them. Oh, well, you got to understand though, if you sell someone one treatment plan that's like a full mouth restoration, that's $50,000-$60,000, and that's what this course is supposed to get you to be able to talk people into doing. But if you know Scientology, you're picking up it's just teaching they're teaching you suppressive personalities and all this other all the Scientologist stuff, but they're just using slightly different names for it. And I was like, I've watched the Scientology documentaries. I know everything that this shit is. But the weird part is it's actually really effective from a sales standpoint. And when I was talking to the dentist, and he was like, are are you mad that I'm taking you down here? I was like, look, if there's one thing I can say about the Scientologists is like they must be really good at sales because they talk people into doing so much and spending so much of their money. I don't think it's terrible to learn their techniques and take what's good out of it.
Well, then let me fill you in, because it's not it's not about how much talent they have. It's about their target audience, which is dumb. The most, you know what I mean? The most gullible people. It's like some dude saying, "Oh, actually, I'm bi." Come on, really? No, somebody gets talked to you into taking a dick, and now you're like, "Well, I'm gonna have to justify it." You know? Am I along with that?
Yeah. Is that
it's that person that would be, it's that person that would be like, "Oh no, Mormonism, that sounds like a real thing. What did they do with the plates?" You know, that type of gullible person. But but for ones that don't live in.
So wait, no. I have to stop you, man. I have to stop you.
Please.
So the golden plates weren't actually placed in a top hat with a monocle and a cover over your head?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Wasn't there a salamander, like a super special salamander or some kind of lizard that led him to those things?
Oh, I don't know. No, I thought an angel went to him in his sleep, and then he found them.
I feel like there was.
What was it? The first set of plates. There was a second, but but it wasn't a 1-for-1. It wasn't identical to the first set, because God works in mysterious ways or whatever. So
poor Beth. Next time you're getting dental, let me know, because I can tell you if they're scamming you and spending $1,000 on Gum-X. We can talk.
I've actually. Go ahead.
No, please.
No. You haven't been on here as long as I have. I've been talking the whole time. So I met a Scientologist.
You son of a bitch.
I would have had an inferior joke. I was waiting for you to drop it.
I had to come running back. You were talking about an angel of light, and this is my problem. It was an angel of light. That's what he said came to him and told him, "Hey, that old book, throw that shit away. I got a new book for you." But in the old book, it says the devil can take many forms, and among them is an angel of light. And I'm like, well, shit.
I really thought you were going to end with, can take many forms, even that of a lizard. Chad, how did you? Where
you could
did
turn
that
into a
come
giant
from?
salamander and lead you to golden plates.
Well,
all
right. All they had to do was give us a name, is Klaus Schwab, and we all had been like, oh,
right, yeah. Well, that explains a lot.
Yes, but for those in the chat that may not know culture, you want to expound upon
who Klaus Schwab is?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for the chat.
Yeah,
for the
he
chat.
is the guy that decided to study all the wonderful banking and the general practices of an organization run by a dude with a broom mustache who was what was he? He was a house painter before getting a gig in Germany in the 40s, and so he studied all that stuff. He didn't. That did not work out well, and then he hung a whole lot of like guilt and things on people that had nothing to do with any of his misgivings or excuse me,
shortcomings. A whole lot of people too.
Yeah, those people didn't enjoy that guy. But anyway, that Klaus Schwab then, because of his wonderful affiliations via family and his teachings, learnings, I should say, he decided to create an organization called the World Economic Forum. You might have heard of them. The WEF.
Ooh, sounds legit and important.
Oh yeah, and he wrote a book talking about how he was going to go about destroying everything in society and reshaping it in his own way. And then he got a bunch of other rich jackass buttheads to join him and fuck us all.
It
now
really
Nicole
feels
Kidman
like
eats crickets.
It really feels like this mutilated version of what Nietzsche talked about with tunneling, where you strip down all of your ideals and your beliefs, strip them all down, and then because everything you believe and everything is all been put onto you, you know what I mean, from other people. So if you strip that away and then you look at each one individually, and that way you can decide on your own which values to keep.
By the way, I tried to pick one of the least creepy pictures of Klaus Schwab.
I was hoping you were going to put him out there in the bikini,
the one on the beach.
Yeah, the bikini thing. That was fantastic.
Not the super cult robe one.
Wow. Boy, I love how quickly everybody gets shifted away from my Nietzsche talk. I'm going to go have a smoke.
I don't think we could get away from it fast enough, to be fair.
Nietzsche, the World Economic Forum All right, so this is where the political science major in me comes out. All right, if you studied what happened in Europe when they started forming the European Union, it was basically Germany's method of taking over Europe without shooting people this time.
How did that work out for them though? Because like their economy's in the fucking ground.
The problem for Germany was when they absorbed it. It actually, if you want evidence that communism is a terrible thing for your system, when West Germany had to absorb East Germany, it tanked their entire economy because who knew that the entire half of their country that was backwards and didn't have any real industrial, capability compared to the West Germany, integrating them would end up being costly and problematic. So,
yeah, you also noticed which direction they all ran to.
Yep.
When the wall came down.
Yeah, and the European Union was a push by the West Germany to create and dominate the economic space of Europe and get everything they wanted from a certain broom mustache person without having to shoot people. They would have control without having to, take it the other way. And it worked perfectly for a long time. And the World Economic Forum, as espoused by Klaus Schwab, is taking it to the next level where the European Union with the base of that system with economics. The World Economic Forum is going to start pushing a lot more uniformity within the governance of all of the European Union and the rest of the world to get them to start adopting things like digital currency, which is actually the scariest thing for me is digital currency. I think that is the real control element that solves all their problems. Getting everything electric and getting digital currency gives them pretty much control over everybody's total life. Because if they can cut your power
shut you off whenever they want.
Yep, that gives them the ability to shut off everything.
Did you misgender this person? No more money for you.
Exactly.
Your account is now wiped out.
Your account is wiped out. You could probably go to the bank and ask them about it, but we turned off your car too, and the phone doesn't work.
There's one of the most prescient movies, I think, in hindsight, is Demolition Man. Because that whole two-tiered system where all the people who just genuinely want to have their own life end up going underground and would rather have rat burgers than suffer like the paradise and control of what's being done to the people who are in was it San Angeles or whatever the city's name was. That's what's going to happen, because once they have digital currency, if you want it, you're going to have to live completely off the grid to not, be under that kind
not
of
comply.
Yeah, but see, I have a feeling that everybody's seen this song and dance before, and especially, in certain countries, and so they're already pushing back. These guys are getting exposed for what they are, and this guy is the creepiest motherfucker on the planet. Oh my God, stop it.
He's actually talking to Emperor Zenem.
Okay, I don't care. You know what? You can have philosophy time with Mad another time, okay?
But I love when Mad gets all philosophical.
I love the tangents that result from his philosophical discussion, because Mad won't stay on the philosophy long enough. He'll end up like, did you ever hear about this?
But let me tell you about this raccoon in my wall.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he's still trying to figure out who my roommate was that was the rapper when I was just fresh out of high school, my first college roommate. So,
yep,
he still hasn't figured that out. Not only that, what is he calling his lady person friend now?
Shredda.
Oh yeah. I guess she has like a whole flow chart on a cork board somewhere trying to figure out who my roommate was.
That wouldn't
surprise me at all.
Are we going full Philadelphia over here with the meme, with the board and all the strings?
No, seriously, he actually said that, and I'm like, okay, I can believe that. Look, I'm one of those guys. I'm a mystery. And then you meet me in person, you go like, wow, I'm glad you were a mystery.
You're an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
We're all going
right
to
now,
that JFK quote.
Right now, I'm wrapped in about 25 to 30 pounds of extra COVID padding, but I'd like to be have that removed. But no.
This weekend, you're going to be wrapped in sadness.
Why?
Because Lady Ballers sucked.
No!
No. I'm shocked that the Daily Wire putting all of their own people in might not have gone as well as they thought.
Well, the reason they did that is they couldn't get any actual actors to buy into the premise. They're like,
I might
a career ender.
I might pick up the acting mantle again. They didn't ask me.
I got a question for you though, Brahma.
Probably could have pulled Matt Walsh's part off pretty good.
I had
Matt
a
Walsh
prediction.
was one of the better parts.
I had a prediction about Lady Baller. I thought it was probably funny for about 30 minutes before they ran out of the joke.
It had its moments.
Wait a minute.
Moments were in the preview.
Is he comparing me to Lofty? We're gonna have words when you get back, dude. I'm gonna light you up like Christmas.
Oh man, that was. By the way, Culture, I promise if you let me on the Sunday show, I will not blow up your channel and make your chat angry at you.
That'd be great. Thanks.
No heel turns. No heel turns.
You know what? Here's a weird thing. You and Graham would get together great. I mean, you guys, if the two of you started talking together, like if you had your own show with that dude, I mean, you guys are like both like the same speech pattern.
You're getting replaced, Slender.
Who?
No, what? I need Slender's anger and rage to complement.
Oh no! I'm not saying you should change this show. I'm just saying you should, just talk to that guy. He's pretty good. Gramcast. He's pretty good.
When that whole Lofty thing broke out, the funny thing is I was on the other side and Lofty was making me as angry as some of the people on the show.
Yes, Slender was yelling at me in DMs.
Oh my god. And then Matt hits me up on Monday and he's like, hey, you want to come on Lofty's show? He's looking for someone to present the other side of the argument. I'm like, no, I do not.
Look, Lofty is a provocateur, let's say.
Oh, I could
argue
tell.
with him almost every Wednesday.
Stirring the pot quite
oh, I know you do. I mean, I see you with the Shag Man. So yeah.
Yeah, I see. Here's the thing. I don't mind Lofty having because I think one of the things we need to try to calm the fuck down about on our sphere of YouTube is getting mad at people who have different opinions, because we're starting to creep.
Can I
into the?
But wait.
The echo chamber.
I accept that. I accept that, Chad. What I'm going to say is this. Stick to one fucking opinion.
That's true. You
can't go back and forth.
Yeah, that dude was a rocking horse of information and arguments that night. It was like, I'm over here. I'm over here.
Well, the goalpost was running all over the field. That was what happened.
That dude was a women's hockey team trying to play against 15-year-old boys.
I'll give you an example. I was about the only one having a good faith argument that night.
Yeah. From the world of politics, a good example of where this is. When I was in college, there was a congressman from Ohio named Dennis Kucinich. You guys probably remember who he is. You pay attention. But here's what when people would talk to me like, why, I'd be like, they'd ask, who are some of the congressmen you respect? And I'd be like, well, one of them's Dennis Kucinich. And the people would be like, knowing me being very conservative, why would you say him? I was like, because that fucker doesn't waffle, and he's true to his value set. And when Obama was president, he voted against the shit the same way he voted against it when Bush was president. And I have respect for someone who is clear about their principles. I disagree and think he's wrong, but I also think that it's nice for once to have some, like, a good example of the other way is somebody like AOC, who talks a good game, but she got lined the F up every time Nancy needed a vote to come in and got behind whatever they told her to do from the establishment. Whereas Kucinich was never like that. He never played ball, and he did his thing. And I think there's room to respect people who have genuine, and this is where Culture's point comes in. He didn't waffle. I hate when you have people waffling and going all over the place. It really lessens your ability to respect them, because you can. I have always had friends in my life who I've disagreed with politically, but they're consistent in their values. So I'm like, okay, that's just you. You know who I am. I know who you are. We can meet in the middle about other topics, and you can still be friends. That's where.
Well, I
And
argue with Lofty quite a bit, but I really like the guy because when it comes to the things that actually matter, his takes are all very, very based on the real things in the world, not the pop culture entertainment stuff that he likes to be contrarian about. But political ideals and that kind of stuff, he's pretty based. If you ever get to talk to him about those kinds of things.
I do think there's a lot of people who are dealing with coming to terms with what the world is now. Where there might be a little left leaning on some things, but where you were when you were slightly left of center 20 years ago now makes you an alt-right Yahtzee, according to like the current version of the spectrum. And there's people who are getting mentally just torn up because they want to picture themselves as a lefty because they think that's the way is the good value system, and they can't come to terms with it. Yeah. There's a great show. It was called Coupling. It was from England in the early 2000s. Very funny. There's one of my favorite episodes was there's a girl character named Sally, and they meet a gay friend in this bar, and she's just taken aback when she finds out he's a Tory, which in England is the version of a Republican. And she's like, how can you be a Tory? You're you're gay. And he's like, whatever. And then he says this in the show. He's like, you know what we really need? We need Maggie back. And that was like a thermonuclear bomb going off in this girl's head. And she's like, how could you say that? And he's like, hold on. This is about 2000. So the liberals had been in charge of England for several years. And he's like, you guys are the establishment now. You're in control. You have all the power. We're the rebels who are, edgy. You can't come after me. Help, help. I'm a minority in a minority group. And she just, like, the whole joke was the character couldn't understand that she's in power now. So she's not a rebel. She's not a left-wing rebel. They are authoritarian.
Right. You are the man now.
Exactly. You are the man. And this is the kind of thing. And it's funny because the person who created and wrote Coupling was Stephen Moffat, who obviously, for people who remember Doctor Who, was the guy who took over for Russell T Davies after the reboot, and he created the redhead Karen Gillan's character. What was her name? But anyway, so he was the one. He ran it all the way through. Was it Peter Capaldi?
Yeah, he left partway through Capaldi, I believe, or right at the end.
Yeah,
they may have gone out together.
Yeah. So, Culture, are you needing to get out of here?
Yeah, I will say that for all Moffat's faults, he was a terrible, terrible leader.
Yeah, Moffat's problem was that he was willing to take every note the BBC gave him, because you can see how Moffat ran things when it was just him, and that was the first season or two with Matt Smith.
Yeah.
It was still just fun, and you can actually some of the best episodes of New Who, as it's known, were written by Moffat. Especially my favorite is The Empty Child. Oh, that was classic.
He was very, very good until they dialed him down. I mean, and again, I mean, that's the other problem is, we saw a lot of changes in entertainment at a certain point in time, but it was right then when I saw Who not going the right direction, and I just got out. And that's after being introduced to it, watching it on PBS, 1,000 years before, because, something I watched with my dad.
I mean, who doesn't remember Tom Baker and K9, right? Yeah, come on. I mean, that's one of the things I remember when Doctor Who, like, if you knew who Doctor Who was, you were a nerd of nerds. Like, if you mentioned, like, hey, that scarf looks like a Tom Baker scarf, they'd be like, nerd, I'm gonna pants you.
Yeah, see, I didn't say that out loud because I, didn't want that to happen. So, but I do have to run. I'm supposed to be talking Godzilla right now. So,
well, thanks so much for popping on, Culture.
No, I look, I thought, I was excited because you guys were talking about Scientology, and then they weren't anymore. So,
yeah, that's
I think we covered more
happens
of it,
on this show.
We go all over the place.
Yeah,
like,
but
you gotta
we
quit.
just let conversations flow everywhere.
But you know what? Whenever you want me to come back on and turn my channel on so that people can actually see the show,
we will make sure Mad's not here.
There you go.
Or that we don't talk about stories about Japanese love hotels. So
that also doesn't work out well. Yeah, thanks. Man, I had a rough month that month. It was that show and then Lofty. Huh. By the way, both of those were Mad's fault. Both of those were Mad's fault.
It's always Mad's fault. Haven't you figured that out yet?
And I love that guy. It's too bad he went off to smoke a bowl.
You were pretty excited to have Lofty on that night. It just didn't go the way we thought it was going to.
Well, it would have been.
Well, it did, but it didn't.
No, I just needed him to actually.
This isn't going to go the way you planned.
No, it didn't. All he had to do was like stick on one side of an argument and not. Well, and then people not yelling at my audience. I was like, guys, I'm not yelling at you. It's these knuckleheads that I thought I could trust. Wow, that was a mistake.
Now we need Mad and Culture in that scene from Gladiator, and Mad going, "This will not be over quickly.
Are you not enjoy
Are you not entertained?"
Oh, not
Matt
Gladiator.
Said, I can hear you.
300.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I love Mad. I miss Mad. I miss the shows we used to do before he started hanging out with you. Lovely people.
Okay.
Ouch.
Oh wow,
Ouch.
that was.
It's okay. He's never invited me on a speakeasy, so.
Oh wow!
He has invited you. You just
you were invited. It was just at like 3 a.m., so you didn't see the DM.
Yeah, I saw it the next morning when I went to work.
Hold on. Listen, maybe the problem wasn't Lofty being on. Maybe it was like you can't say no to people, but because the 10th person asking to come on, you're like, yeah, of course, come on. And so you have a dozen people on there, all wanting to yell at Lofty.
Usually, that's good to YouTube, though.
It's content.
Yes.
It is
so
content.
Culture, you got to manage it like it's Airplane with the woman who's getting hysterical. You got to line them up to take the slaps at them.
I actually kind of felt like that was what was happening for a while, but. No, look, Lofty. I appreciate Lofty. I don't want anybody to think otherwise. So.
Oh, I still like him, even though
I like Lofty.
I mean, I love communicating with him. I just, it's just. I've never seen somebody destroy my chat so quickly. I had people like I'm unsubscribing. I'm canceling my membership. I was like,
well, good. Get the fuck out of here. If you're that sensitive, get the fuck out. You're not welcome. That's what I would say.
Okay, Kelly Sue. You're gonna be like, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. I'm sorry, I'm too comic booky. That's where I always think of Kelly Sue DeConnick when people do that kind of stuff.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times a day I think of Kelly last name you said. The Culture just bounce.
Oh, he's been.
Well, he was already on his way out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I heard him getting those last shots in on me and not even saying goodbye, motherfucker.
Oh, I mean, if you count the last shot where he talks about how great it was to stream with you before you started hanging out with us.
Yeah, I'm not the bad influence. It's you guys.
That's true. I'm known widely throughout the realm as someone who influences people to do bad behavior.
All of my sexism comes from you.
I feel like
I learned it from you. I learned it from watching you, Chad.
All right. Okay. I'm not the one who was talking about casual rape left and right during the last.
What the fuck? That wasn't me either.
No, Brahma. That was somebody else.
What you talking about?
That should be the little thing under your name now. Like you should be like Brahma. Like it's
casual
just a
rapist.
And here's the thing: we all know that my sexism has never crossed the line because I still get sandwiches.
That's true. Actually, Slender's the worst because he does it like on the feed where he'll be like, "Damn it,
Oh,
where's my
yeah.
sandwich?"
But I get a sandwich, so clearly I haven't crossed a line.
I can't remember how you started one of the what the flick where I forgot what you said to her. It was like, okay, now shut up because now we're recording and it guy time or some shit. I forgot what it was, but it was just like, my God.
Men are talking.
Yeah.
It was like,
But
go
anyway.
back on Conan and mine supplies for us. We're gonna start playing again.
I do appreciate Brahma's new angle of, you know, when his trash talking when playing games. Oh man, I'm gonna rape you so casually.
Yeah, Slender. So last night we were on a stream playing Party Animals.
Yeah.
And there was a couple rounds where I managed to actually beat up on Brahma. And every time that happened, Brahma would be just, and it was casual and nonchalant. And he's like, "Chad, you got a casual rape coming."
And then at the end of the round, when you take the picture with all the party animals, I would just scoot my bull right up behind them.
Yeah, that was actually surprisingly fun. It was a good time. The control
it was a lot later
layer,
than I wanted to be up.
Me.
Oh yeah, we were up late. It was.
I don't know what
It's
it is
like-
about that game, but I was so worn out physically by the time we were done.
You
Because
mash the buttons so ridiculous. Trying to
It
get them to
elicits
do
a
what you want.
tactile response. Like,
Oh, my hands hurt so much after that.
So
Because
you
I've
ready to
had
go
problems
again
with
tonight.
well, I've had problems with my hands. As part of the reason why I resigned from the force was because there would be times where I couldn't even take off a cap of a bottle, you know, and yeah, they were gonna have to do surgery because there was some nerve problems
Damage.
that I had. Yeah, from the burns and explosions and shit.
So
And,
what you're saying
I
is you
just
had to
I never
resign
did it.
because you're just straight up no cap. Oh, dad joke.
that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, it was.
That wasn't.
I'm surprised
mean-
Manny hasn't left yet.
I'm perfectly fine just sitting in this awkwardness because it deserves it. It deserves at least another 30 seconds.
Let's bask in the ambience. Bask in the ambience.
Let's all just let it settle in, let it breathe.
I'm sorry that by the way, that was me quoting from White Chicks, which is one of the most underrated comedies of the last 20
Wait,
years.
hold the
'cause that
fuck
movie
on.
just-
They do not.
makes
No,
me
they
laugh.
did not say no cap in White Girls.
No,
I
it
don't
was
think that was
basking-
even a term back then.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the bask in the ambience. That was that was Terry Crews after he was letting out gas.
I
Bask in the
almost
ambience.
watched that movie the other
Bask in the
day.
ambience.
Almost. I started it,
Funny movie.
couldn't get through the nah, bro. I couldn't get through the cold open. Are you kidding? It
You
was
gotta
unbearable.
get to
We're
where
just
they're
now
being-
taking that down.
Yeah. You got to get to where they're actually like, you know, in the god awful makeup to look, you know, allegedly convince people that they're women.
It's like you
Which-
don't even know me, Chad. You know I don't like big humor. You know what I mean? If the Wayans are known for anything, it is their over the top slapstick comedy.
I mean, you gotta love "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," right?
Not as much as Black Dynamite.
Well, Black Dynamite is probably the best spoof of
Yeah,
blaxploitation
seen
that's
his new
ever
one?
been put to film.
Oh,
Is it the
well,
Western one?
Dolomite. Although Dolomite, and I'm talking about the original, not the Eddie Murphy. Dolomite, it
No,
wasn't
Dolomite
parody,
wasn't it wasn't
full-
a spoof.
yeah.
Though. They were like he was taking it seriously. That's why I don't count Dolomite because it was great. It was funny, but it was people legitimately trying to make a movie.
Yeah,
So-
I love that movie. It's too good for what the flick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
we
a
tried
bad
a couple
movie,
of
but it's too
those,
good.
and they didn't work out like we hoped they would.
Lady
actually,
Ballers
Dolomite
might work
would.
for what the flick.
Really? Dude,
It's bad.
Slender, I said the same thing. I don't know if I was on a stream or not, talking about how it feels like a bit that I don't think they could stretch out for an entire film.
It's a Saturday Night
it-
Live sketch.
Yeah, it's what we discussed when we watched
Exactly.
the trailer on Wednesday. We were both like,
Oh, is that-
I don't
okay.
think the joke could run that long.
Yeah. There would have to be major shifts in the movie, going an entirely new way to keep it fresh, to keep people in.
I mean,
You know,
it was brave of them to do it. It has a good message.
Stunning and brave.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it
stunning
just
and
wasn't
brave.
good. The acting wasn't great. I mean, it looked like something we could have made on Comics Division's channel for a special.
I just don't.
It's that poorly done.
I'm getting very worried about the fact that Jeremy Boring keeps putting himself into every project. He made his Jeremy's Razors. He made his he's.
Oh, that was one funny part of this. They actually did an ad read in the middle of the movie for Jeremy's Razors.
They fucking did not, really.
So just like any Daily Wire show, they've got an ad read in the middle.
That is probably that's the main thing that keeps my subscription, and the fact that my girlfriend pays for it is that I get so tired of having to skip 30 seconds or 10 seconds at a time on YouTube. So yeah, I just watch it on Daily Wire. And I only have to skip 2 ads.
There was one really good joke that was in the movie that wasn't in the previews. The rest of it, pretty much the previews were kind of you're seeing the movie.
Ooh, that's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
I mean,
this definitely is gonna have the opposite of what you see with The Last Jedi, Captain Marvel, whatever. You're gonna have a lot of conservatives that want to own the libs. And by the way, I saw it on Twitter. I was on there for like a couple seconds. People like, it's amazing, it's so funny, laughed out loud, whatever. I'm like, really? Or are you just like, fuck you, trans?
I thought the preview was funny. I mean, the trailer I thought was genuinely funny. The movie didn't end up being.
I think as a project, they should have just made it a fake trailer.
Oh, like that Australian one.
Yeah, like the Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Did. I really wanted to see that
made that a movie, right?
That just based on the response, they should have immediately put that into production.
Absolutely.
Because
yes,
I mean, I watch that trailer like every few months because I'm like, this movie would have been so good.
What's his name? Kenny Powers. What's his name?
Yeah.
Kenny Powers.
It's what is it?
Damn, he's in everything too. I don't know. Anyway, yeah,
he's from right around where me and Slender live. He's from Virginia.
Oh,
really? He was a substitute teacher in Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is how he came up with the concept for the TV show where he was Eastbound and Down, where he was the going to teach.
Yeah,
was it that one where he was teaching?
No, Eastbound and Down was Kenny Powers. No, the one you're talking about, Vice Principals.
Yeah, Vice Principals, where he was
which I liked more. I liked it more than Eastbound and Down because my problem with that, I liked it when it started, but he was so unredeemable. You know what? I love movies. Irredeemable, like I said, irredeemable. Anyway, I just said it with an accent. So I enjoy that type of character, but if you have nothing about him that you can either identify with or see like, oh, okay, so there is some good in him, I just can't do it, man, because I cannot sit here and watch an entire season of an asshole who is an asshole.
The best thing for me for Kenny Powers was when he started doing the K-Swiss commercials.
And, I may have already checked out by then.
No, it was like he comes in there and he's like, he got Matt Castle was one of the case. It was all the K-Swiss signed all like the second tier guys. So like he stormed the boardroom and like Matt Castle threw a football into somebody and he's like, "You just got bitched by Matt fucking Castle, man." And it was like, Matt Castle's like the backup in New England. What are you doing?
But to be fair, that's actually pretty good for K-Swiss to get second tier talent because they are a 5th tier shoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But I also This Is the End. Was that the movie where it was like the apocalypse with all those guys?
Yeah, I like
Channing Tatum on a leash.
Yeah, where he's like, I call him Channing Tate
a gimp.
Yeah. And then Channing Tatum, who was committed to the bit 100%, was like, but I love him.
I like that movie more than I think most people do. I really, really like that movie. I think it's great.
I thought it was pretty funny. My favorite part of Eastbound and Down was Will Ferrell.
No, he was.
Let the boy watch.
By the way, I don't know if y'all.
films.
I don't know if y'all know this, but the Jay Brockow, whatever the Canadian guy, real
Baruchel.
skinny dude.
Yeah.
Him and Jonah, he hates Jonah Hill. Not so much now. I think they're kind of okay, but he hated.
Is that why
Jonah
they were
Hill.
doing that? That was the whole plot, and this is the end.
Yeah,
they hated like, Jonah Hill hates him. Like,
I think I was listening to an interview with him. I think he was talking about how it actually was it was helpful because they were able to get that out. You know what I mean, on film.
It was therapy.
Yeah.
When he gets possessed by the demon, he's like, I don't know, Jay. Maybe it's because you're an asshole. Like doing all that stuff. And what was it when Hermione shows up? And Bravo would appreciate that because that was when they were discussing the casual rape.
Right. Yeah. They were trying to decide to.
She walked off the film because of that whole scene. I mean, she was there for like a couple hours and was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not shooting the rest of the movie.
Oh, did they write her out because of that?
I don't know what it was. There was something weird going on. Was she didn't
supposed
feel
to be
comfortable with any of them?
Was she supposed to have a bigger role in the movie?
Maybe. We'll never know. From both sides of it. She said it and they've said it that she walked out on the production.
Well, that's weird because I mean Natalie Portman didn't big time them when they did Your Highness because she was committed to doing the stupidest, craziest.
I unironically love that fucking movie.
I saw it in the theater, and I was so we're in the theater, the movie's playing, and when they get to I guess it's Zooey Deschanel's character, and they like this is Belladonna, and I start laughing. Because she's people don't get it. I was like, oh, I guess I'm the only one who understands where the name reference is coming from. Sorry.
Now, for the dum-dums in chat that may not know that reference, you want to explain it?
Belladonna was at the time one of the most prolific adult film actresses in the business, and they were making a joke because the character was supposed to be a pristine, like virginal character, and her name was Belladonna. So. That's what was funny.
Yep, and we all knew that going in. Anyway, I have you seen the extended, unrated cut of Your Highness?
It's on the server if you ever want to watch it.
I look at it when I'm high and try to find something that's going to make me laugh.
We got 2,500 movies on there available and growing.
Yeah, and only 2 in 4K. Neither one I want to watch.
You know, you've got someone who's got contacts sticking to their eyes. She can't see 4K. It's not worth the effort.
She couldn't anyways. Don't make fun of her genetics.
It doesn't matter what kind of lenses you put in. You can't see 4K.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
It's got nothing to do with your eyes. It's that your brain can't process that much.
Because you got a girl brain.
Dumb girl brain.
Yeah.
This reminds me.
I bet your brain stops working for a week every month or something. I was gonna go for a red blood cell joke, but
it's been made.
Has it? Who has ever made a joke about a woman's brain having a period?
Okay.
Maybe it hasn't been made.
We're done here.
Exactly.
Uh-oh. I
that's the line, Slender.
He didn't click? Did he click the button?
I haven't clicked the damn thing.
All right.
Okay. I thought you were ending it because of the brain rag joke.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
No, Slender's not going to end until he can yell for a sandwich and get one delivered.
By the way, you know they used to refer to a lobotomy as being the tampon of the brain.
Really?
Okay.
No, what the fuck, Chad? No. Why would that ever make sense? It only makes sense with the the context of a brain period.
Well, I don't know.
Dude, you know the guy that invented
random kind of thing.
You want to talk about random? The dude that actually came up with lobotomies, he would go from mental house or mental prison. I forgot what they're called. What are they? What are those things? The
asylums.
Yeah, asylums. Yeah, and he would have a van. Like he was. It was like one of the pushers of prescription medication. You know, he would come in with like his pins for like lobotomy. Like, oh man, hey, you know, if you're having problems with your crazy people, you should check out our new product.
Well, yeah, he was selling it
give you
basically the same way the pharmaceutical companies were selling pain
Oxycontin.
medications.
Yeah,
it was like, it's gonna make them so docile, they're gonna be calm. It's a wonder cure. It's gonna make solve all the problems these people have. And all you did was, what did you do to them? Oh, I made them zombies. Basically, they're just. Walking.
I mean, everyone knows that lobotomies are a safer treatment than Oxycontin. You know what I mean? Less side effects.
That's true. People who get lobotomies don't end up breaking into their parents' house to steal things to get more lobotomies.
Right? Yeah.
So there's that. I just remember, man, the crazy thing was lobotomies were celebrated. Like, if you want to know why you can't trust any doctors now when they talk to you about the trans stuff, is realize that when lobotomies were first introduced, the medical community hailed them as the biggest breakthrough in mental health care for people having mental health issues that's ever been done.
You know what's a better comparison is I know I've talked to you guys about it before because it was on a Movies with Mad, is the dude in Arizona, New Mexico, one of them, where he would put goat testicles inside of dudes' sacks to help them with impotent. Yeah. That is a bet, because people were like, oh man, I gotta get these goat nuts in me.
Goat nuts.
You know? Yeah. Oh, so I can get a hard on again. And people would bring their own goats because it was so popular they couldn't keep enough goats.
I only want to bring my goat because I want the goat I trust.
It is so similar to what we're seeing today.
It's not like we haven't had mass hysteria moments too. Like, was it the Salem witch trials was a mass hysteria within a population. And guess which type of population it was where this mass contagion went into? Young women.
White people.
Is where young white women.
Yeah. Out of control. Was that one kid. There was one, I forgot what it was. It may have been like a Catholic school or some shit. And all the chicks there, what were they doing? It was so I can't even remember where they were.
Was it the pregnancy like pacts where they were all deciding to get pregnant at once?
No. It was something different. They all came down with some rare fucking
that money. And yeah, rare, like a rare disease.
Anyway,
I know you're losing me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not even saying anything. Yeah, I don't either. That's why I gave up on it. I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't remember.
Well, if all the girls in the Catholic school turned trans, they could go visit the Pope now. So that's good.
I don't know that he cares if it's the girls turning into the guys. I think he probably is looking for the other way around.
That's true. It was weird that it was a bus of only one way transitioning.
Mad, the Brad and Slender wanted to know if it's the one where all the girls thought they were possessed because the teacher told them so.
Yeah, that could have been it. Yeah.
He says, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had to bring in the Pope's exorcist. And he was like, oh, okay, girls, just come over here and I'm going to get the demons out of you.
The Pope's Exorcist, if people haven't seen it yet, you should watch it just only for if you have no other reason to watch an entire feature-length film of Russell Crowe to the Italian accent.
It is so authentic. It's so
perfection.
Good. It really perfection. Is. I made that tweet.
He's like, what do you think of this, Mike?
Like, I don't know. Here we go again. Wahoo! By the way, I tweeted this out. I know I told you earlier, Chad, but I basically proposed the question of if you were possessed, who would be the movie exorcist you would call on to help you? Given that a demon would allow the one phone call rule, so you could call it, because you know what I mean. If they know what you're up to, they're not going to let you call.
Yeah.
But if you are, if theologically, if you're allowed one phone call when you're possessed by a demon, then they can't tell you can't call anyway. It's like calling a lawyer.
Are you going with Pope's Exorcist because of the accent, or who you?
Oh yeah, are you kidding? What did I say earlier? His accent alone has enough Christ power to handle any low to mid-level demon.
I would go with Keanu's Constantine, man.
He's not an exorcist. That wasn't the question.
He is.
There's no such thing as Constantine. That's a made-up word.
Fine, Constantine. He is an exorcist. He does exorcisms in the movie.
No, but he is not a authentic, registered, licensed Catholic exorcist.
Oh, you want the real world one?
I want an exorcist. Yeah. Yeah, I jumped on Andrew too because he's like, oh, I'm gonna pick the couple from The Conjuring. I'm like, what the fuck? No, neither one of them was an exorcist, and that one's a girl.
Yeah, I definitely don't want her.
They weren't sanctioned by the Catholic Church though. They were like
I think they were contract.
To investigate,
they were more
not to actually
to exorcise. Yeah, the demons. Yeah. Yeah, at most they were a contract exorcist. At most, you know.
They were like
they're the black
contractors.
Yeah, they're the Blackwater of Catholicism.
Oh, okay,
like,
the Bride of Slender actually.
Salary,
the Bride of Slender actually makes a really good point. If I have to pick an exorcist, I'm gonna go with Jesus.
He wasn't even a Christian.
Oh, man, we don't have room for anti-Semitism on this channel.
But that was pro because he was Jewish. I'm pro Jesus. I've always said that. I've always been pro Jesus.
But why are you saying Jesus couldn't be an exorcist?
Because he wasn't even a Christian.
He was certainly not sanctioned by the church.
Oh hell no.
All right. So that gives you. All right. So then that means, I mean, the stuff for The Exorcist, the original one, was based on real priests who had done it.
Yeah, as was the Pope's exorcist.
As was the Pope's exorcist.
Yeah. Who is referred to as the Jason Bourne of Catholicism. He's not though. Anyway,
that was.
But someone said Ghostbusters. I don't know why people are struggling with this question. The Ghostbusters were not certified, Catholic trained exorcist.
But see,
I don't. I know by name is Bob Larson. And he was a radio personality in the late '80s or early '90s, and talked about all of his time as a Catholic exorcist.
I mean, technically, I think the Pope's Exorcist is the only movie or version one that's based that I know of on an actual genuine person who's a sanctioned exorcist, because the ones in the first Exorcist movie were amalgamations that Blady put together from doing research into the Catholic
what
Church.
lady?
Yeah,
William Blady. Isn't that the writer from The Exorcist?
Are you saying that it was written by a chick?
No, it's Blady. William.
Oh, Blade. Oh, I thought you said lady. I was like, well, that's gonna get knocked down the list of top movies.
It's gonna cause some problems.
Yeah. Man, I retroactively hated it instantly.
No, because those were amalgamations of. Because I mean, he did do years of research into Catholic Church, so.
Christ wasn't. He wasn't. Christianity wasn't a thing.
Well, I mean, Jesus sort of knew it was going to happen, so he's Christian.
Of course, he knew everything. Of course.
So then, why are you knocking him? He's clearly
just because Christianity will become a thing doesn't mean you are a Christian. You can't retroactively.
I guess my only concern would be
if
I wanted Jesus to be my exorcist, he might be like, "Nah, I'm watching the game."
No, who you could go with though. No, you could go with Paul though, because Paul would get the demons out of people. In fact, one of my favorite stories, it may have been an Acts, but him and a dude, I can't remember everybody, but him and a dude are walking, and
Timothy.
Was it Timothy? When they're walking and there's that chick behind them and she's possessed by some demon and they're trying to have a conversation, but she won't shut the fuck up. So he turns around and it's like, fine, the power of Christ compels you, gets rid of the demon just so they can have their conversation. I love that idea of who Paul was. He was not concerned for her well-being, for her safety, for a demon being walking behind them. He just wanted to finish his fucking conversation.
Stop interrupting my sermon.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, he freed her of a fucking demon out of annoyance. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Anyway, by the way,
wait, he had
there
an
is an
act
argument.
exorcism? Is that like frailty? Like we doing that kind of thing?
Oh no, what? No, he didn't take him down into a basement and chop the lady's head off.
By the way,
No,
Brom, have you finally watched Frailty?
No.
I think he has. Oh, never mind.
Which one is it?
Frailty, the one with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, I did.
And
I watched it like that next day. Yep.
Yeah.
What's his name? Game over, man. Game over.
Powers Booth, Bill Paxton. Yeah.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton. Yeah.
Bill Paxton played his dad. Powers Booth was the FBI agent.
Yeah. Bill Paxton actually directed it.
I know he was really committed to the role.
He was so
this
good
is the first man I've ever killed. And what about them? Those were demons.
It's so weird seeing Powers Booth and other things outside of Tombstone, because was
Deadwood?
Tombstone the skinniest he ever was?
Oh, Tombstone.
Holy shit. Was he Wild Bill in Tombstone?
Yes, he was.
This is the first I've ever heard of that.
Curly Bill.
Oh, Curly Bill. Sorry, Curly Bill. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Powers Booth.
And I did not know that.
That is the skinniest I think he has ever been in anything I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, because the first thing I remember seeing him in was Red Dawn.
Y'all killed two cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, bye.
That was also the skinniest Michael Biehn and Val Kilmer had been in movies too.
Well, Val,
Michael
though,
Biehn is
like
still
in
good.
Top Gun, he was not overweight in that. Like Powers Booth was overweight to a degree in every other thing I've seen him in.
Yeah, he's thick.
Come to think of it, Kurt Russell was skinnier in that movie than other movies too. Like everybody on that movie was lean compared to their normal state.
What was happening with the catering on that set?
I know, like even Bill Paxton thinking about it was.
They had Alec Baldwin doing security.
Yeah, the only guy who looked his normal look was Bill Paxton playing the younger Earp brother.
And Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
The only time Sam Elliott has
mustache.
Well, the only time he's looked different was We Were Soldiers. It took probably the first 30-45 minutes for me to just get over the fact that he didn't have a mustache.
Yeah, that the mustache.
Yeah.
I love
Dana
that
Delaney
movie
was a lot skinnier than that too, and she looked good then.
Matt will get this because I loved We Were Soldiers because with my dad being a sergeant major, that was one of the first times I was like, they really represented what my father was like on screen. They're like
from the get,
like which guy? And I was like, Sam Elliott. He was like your dad. And I was like, yeah. Like, good morning,
Sergeant Major.
What's so fucking good about it?
You should get yourself one of those M16s.
Come time, there's gonna be plenty around me.
And it's such a great payoff at the end too, where he's like, "Now that was a good day." I'm like, "Wow, man, that's so fucking good."
Yeah, he was great. And that was one of the only base renamings I was kind of cool with. Like when
to shorten the title.
No, I'm talking about they named the base after Moore in Georgia.
Wait, what base?
We remember when they renamed all the they took Confederate.
Yeah.
Hal Moore's was it which Fort?
I can't even think of the base in Georgia.
It was Benning.
Oh yeah, Benning.
Benning is Fort Moore now.
What the fuck? That's one of the most iconic military installations in the country, and they changed the fucking name. They changed the name to Fort Hood.
Yes, I mean if they change Fort Hood, they can change Fort Benning.
No one refers to either one of those as. I don't even know what the new name for Fort Hood is.
They did a bunch of them because there's like 7 that got changed in the like Virginia, Maryland area because obviously the bases around in Virginia were really named after Confederates. So like Fort A.P. Hill got renamed. I think there was basically every Fort Belvoir. I think it was Belvoir. They're renaming all of them. So, but
well, I'm
more
glad that their
like,
priorities are, is it because people are like, why are you focusing on your horribly low recruitment numbers? Because we're busy. We're renaming these installations that nobody will ever call.
what's the name? What's the name of the trans like health secretary? Then like because I hate Slender.
Rachel
That's going to be
nope.
yeah. Oh wait, it is Rachel Levine.
Yeah,
Rachel Levine.
Say,
They're going to have a boat named after them probably fairly soon. I would bet.
I hope not.
Admiral.
Well, I mean, they named a boat. Didn't they name a boat after Harvey Milk?
Yeah, they did, but it was a dinghy. I'm kidding.
All right.
It makes me sad.
I think
private chat, anybody?
Yeah, I think we've kind of covered all the fun topics we're going to